So a really easy way to look at it is if you were just having a conversation with a dentist and looking at them from a personal perspective, and he identified that there was some disposable income that the dentist wants to really save on a regular basis, or perhaps they've built up a lump sum or inherited some money and want to do something with this lump sum. So the kind of questions you'd be asking them would be, so what kind of access do you need? Is this money that you're going to be using in the short and medium term before you decide whether to invest it and then how to invest it? So if you look at that same person and then apply the fact that they now run a limited company, okay, they're a director of a limited company, it's the same kind of rules that apply. So if a business is building up surplus funds and not doing anything with it, they have an opportunity to do something different. So for example, if it's just sitting in the bank account and it's rolling up and rolling up, you start to have a conversation around, so what are the plans for that? Is this something you're going to use in the next 3, 4, 5 years? If so, absolutely fine, leave it where it is. If not, and it's just building and building and building, then perhaps there are alternatives. There is an opportunity for a business, someone who is a director of a limited company, to actually invest money for the business itself to invest the money. But it's the same consideration, so it's quite an easy discussion to have. It's the same as if you were having looking at it from a personal perspective. You just ask the same type of questions if it's a business. So if a business has accumulated a lump sum and they've built it up and they've got no plans for it, and it's sitting in a bank account with inflation just eating away at it effectively and reducing the buying power over time, there is an opportunity for people under the right circumstances to consider investing that and putting that into something else. And it's a conversation people should be having, and should be having more of it. And it doesn't have to just be a lump sum, it can be on a regular basis as well. So again, same applies. If there was excess money being built up, not being spent, not being taken out of the business, and it's just sitting and building and growing, if that's sitting in a bank account and there's no other need for it, there's an opportunity to consider moving that somewhere else and trying to get it to work harder. So that's the starting point. Again, it's not right for everybody, and there are other considerations in terms of the business, but it's not a complicated discussion. It's quite simple and quite similar to if you had the money on a personal basis. Yeah, the markets. So first of all, who knows? So we're getting into the realms of the crystal ball, so we don't know what's ahead of us. What we can do is be informed of what's happened previously. If you go back over the last kind of 50 years, you can easily track where there was a disaster, where something happened and it made the market adjust, it made it fall, and it always recovers. The timescale for recovery, nobody really knows, and it depends on what's behind it. But it is actually worthwhile just having a look. We've got a chart actually that's really helpful to look back at all the previous financial disasters and then what's happened in the subsequent years. So there's no guarantees as to what's going to happen going forward, but we can help to use that to inform us to make good decisions and think, right, okay, this is unlikely to be the case forever. So perhaps there are opportunities here. If you're looking for medium to long-term growth anyway, then it's something that you should still be considering. There is no right or wrong answer, and it does depend on someone's appetite for risk. It depends on what access they would need to their money. It depends what the plans are with this. It depends how happy they are with just having the money in the bank account versus potentially investing it. Overall, my advice would be at least look at it. Don't just do nothing because there's this financial turmoil just now. Have a look at it. Consider yourself whether it's right for you, what the opportunities might be, what access you need to your money, what are the expectations for this money, and then make a decision based on that. Because when markets are low, there are always opportunities. There are always funds that do really well at this point. So it's definitely worth looking at. It's definitely not a time to wait until it builds back up again and then start investing. That's kind of counterintuitive as to how to make money. To wait till it grows and then start investing at that point means that it has to grow again. So yeah, it's definitely actually a good time to review what you've got, reflect on what you've got, take your time, don't rush into anything, but consider, are there opportunities that suit me, my personal situation, and make a decision based on that. But definitely don't just close your eyes and hope that it goes away and then wait till the market recovers and then start investing. That doesn't feel right. It's definitely an opportunity for people to look at, is there something I could be doing just now, and be proactive with it.